Remember this menu, dude? Oh, great to have you, Metalhead. One thing about this, like hearing that boot up, dude, it brings me right back, right back. And yo, Shiralol. Oh, do I have the sensor bar in the right spot? Yeah, but actually, let me tell you guys the strat. I got a strat for you, okay? So the sensor bar is on top of the TV. Whoa! The webcam actually sees the infrared. That's sick, dude. Your human eyeballs can't see that. Whoa! Okay, so anyway, there's the sensor bar up there. But check this out. If we go to our Wii settings and we go to sensor bar, we've got the position set to below the TV. That way, because it thinks it's below, I can aim the Wii remote higher and it's just more comfortable. This is the life hack. This is my Wii life hack, is you put the sensor bar on top and you tell it that it's below, and then it's just more comfortable to aim your Wii remote slightly higher, in my opinion. It's a more comfortable angle for your wrist, and there you go. That's the kind of Dash Retro gamer hack that you will only find on this channel. Okay, I gotta make a couple like Twitch updates here. We gotta go on stream. We revisiting Metroid Prime 3. All right. Pop down to the game category, Metroid Prime 3. Oh, dude, I gotta get the intro going though. All right, and then nowadays I'm a dual stream Andy, so we gotta go to the YouTube channel now and change the stream title to Revisiting Metroid Prime 3. This is just casual playthrough to kind of chat about Prime 4 and that kind of thing. So yeah, someone asked, by the way, thoughts on like the bike? I actually haven't seen it. I kind of have a thing where when I become sold on a game, if I know that I'm gonna buy a game when it comes out, I don't look at I don't watch any trailers or anything of it anymore. And so yeah. Just light 2 candles. Dude, do you remember the days of using like your Wii as your GameCube? So you only needed the sensor bar just to boot up the GameCube game, right? Years of just playing like Resident Evil 4 or something on GameCube. And so what we would do is we didn't even have a sensor bar, so we would pick up the Wii remote and light a Bic lighter. Just light a Bic lighter and then enter GameCube mode on the Wii and then put it down and grab your GameCube controller. All right. Let's get in there. So, I started it. I started this game a little bit, last time our run died. And honestly, this game is a little bit better than I remember. Okay, when I played this when it was brand new, I was like 17 or whatever when this game came out. And it blew my mind. I loved it. Then when I revisited it like 10 years later, I didn't like it so much. I thought that there was too much talking. They were telling you where to go too often. I wasn't super into it. Now though, playing it again, I don't know, this time I'm kind of liking it. Because this time I feel like I'm having a little bit more... This time I'm having a little bit more of a mindset of like, this is competing with Halo, basically. or that kind of like time in history. And I think to myself, well, I'd rather play this than Halo. All right. Into a dead run. I made too many mistakes in FF7. Yeah, Prime Trilogy, don't recommend using the fusion suit in Prime 1. Oh yeah, I didn't really like how the fusion suit looked in Prime 2, or was it Prime 1? I don't remember how the order that those came out in. Yeah, fusion was Prime 1. Yeah. And then Prime 2, if you connected Prime 2 to Zero Mission, didn't it just unlock Metroid 1 on Zero Mission, which you also unlock if you just beat the game? Okay, where are we going again? I think... Wait, okay, how do I get to, like, the bigger map? Is it this? Yeah. And we want to be here. We think we want to be here. Oh! No, I know what's going on. Right, okay, we are in the place now where we got the ship. We just got the guns on the ship, is what happened. Okay, so we just got the guns on the ship. That means, how do you zoom out? Oh, like this, okay, perfect. So having the guns on the ship means that now we are trying to get, I think we go back over here, don't we? And back to this, yeah, back over here. Oh, and we can just launch the ship from here to get there. Yeah, this all makes sense. Okay, we're getting back in there. I'm remembering where we were, what we were doing. So enter ship. Oh, like a forced hyper mode kills you? That's kind of rough. All right. So here we go. Yeah, I do really like how the map looks. I mean, this, like, visually I like this game a lot. I mean, it's not a huge step up from Prime 1 and 2, because those were just so beautiful on GameCube already. But, you know, there's some stuff that looks pretty nice. And just in general, I just like this aesthetic a lot, you know. Like this like era of 3D, you know, and how they did it. Diablo LOD D2R. Oh, you know, I've played through Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. I was here's the thing. This is going to be poser talk a little bit. Poser talk alert. I really liked Diablo 3 when it first came out. I thought Diablo 3, like, early on, kicked ass. And I played through it a million times. But over time, I thought that all of the changes that they made to the game all, like, served to make it a lot easier. And they just, like, before Paragon. Yes, because, like, they started making a lot of changes that, like, how to say it? How to put this? They, like, expedited you into getting really good gear, but the gear that you got was predetermined, so it was like you were forced into using a certain build, you know? It was like, okay, new season is out. Well, as soon as you do a couple of quests, we're gonna give you 2 pieces of a set. And the set bonus that you get is going to be so incredibly, warpingly powerful that you'd be an idiot to do any other build. And I wasn't really a fan of the game playing that way, you know? And then it was just like, and then the whole game was just doing Nephilim riffs. I didn't like doing Nephilim riffs, I liked doing the campaign, you know? So yeah, all of the streamlined stuff I didn't really like. I liked when the game was about playing through the campaign, and then if I had enough fun, well, play through it with a different character, or play through it on hardcore mode. Dude, hardcore mode was so fun. So yeah, I didn't. So in the end, it bugged me a little bit. But hang on, there we go. I didn't realize we were gonna have to do this every time. And then, so Diablo 2, I have kind of a funny story of. Tell me how many of you had a very similar experience. When I was younger, and I wanted to play Diablo 2, this happened like 3 times. Every time I wanted to play Diablo 2, I found people to play it with, you know? I wanted to play it multiplayer. So I played it with some other people, and every time, though, there was one person in the group that was the fucking Diablo 2 PhD, you know? And it was not a fun adventure of like, where do we go? What do we do? And it was just one dude that was like, okay, come on. This quest is to do this, so we got to find this dungeon. Now this dungeon always spawns in this particular orientation, so all you have to do is run along this wall. And then get through this place. Okay, like get all the dudes. They're always in this area. And it was just, it wasn't like playing the game, it was just trying to keep up with one person. And so because of that, I never really got into Diablo 2 until like a couple of years ago. A good friend of the Twitch channel, Popo and Duck. You guys know Popo. He's this guy.
You're goddamn right.
There you go. That's Popo. We decided to play through Diablo 2 together. That's him also. We said, well, actually, the funny thing is we both had the same experience. He had the exact same Diablo 2 experience growing up as I had. So, it was like, okay, me and you, buddy, we're gonna play through Diablo 2. And we're gonna play it hardcore. So the two of us, having never beaten the game before, we played through it hardcore with each other on stream just a couple years ago. And it was super fun. Oh, you know what? I bet I can missile you? Oh no, that doesn't freeze them, huh? So yeah, it was super fun playing that way. However, there was one kind of tragic thing that happened, all right? So we managed to get through the entire game hardcore. However, I was a barbarian. He was a Amazon. You know the part just before you fight Diablo, where there's like 3 like seals to break or something, and every one of them spawns a pack of mobs, and one of them, all the dudes are fast. It's like the fast dudes. Yeah. On the very last seal, I died. Damn, these guys are kind of kicking my ass. Dude. Right. You have to be locked on to, okay, I'm actually getting the fucking shit kicked out of me right now. Okay, does this, like, absorb? I should have just superpowered right away. Oh, now there's more dudes? Okay, hang on a second. I gotta not die here. Okay, I think that there's something else I'm supposed to be doing because these dudes just keep coming. So we're gonna go ahead and pop into the scan visor here. And we're gonna see the jamming beacon, eh? Okay, we're gonna pull that out. I'm gonna keep on like jumping around to try to avoid shit. Oh, I'm dead for sure. I am not paying enough attention. All right. Pull that one. All right. Zoom me over here. Pull that. All right, I'm dead. No problem. We got to continue the story. So what were we talking about? I died on the very last pack of mobs before Diablo. And so Popo had to go in and one man, having never fought him before, right? Because we had never played through the game before. We had, we had never played the game before. So having never fought Diablo before, hardcore mode, he had to go in without the partner, which was me. I was generally like tanking, kind of, because I was barbarian. And he went in there and he did it all himself. He defeated Diablo and finished our hardcore campaign on his own. It was pretty great. So I may have died, but we completed the playthrough. Oh. And yeah, as far as what to do on this part, I'll figure it out. Dying one time is not a big deal. I'll figure it out, you know. It's not going to be that hard. We don't not going to be hard to figure it out, and even if it was, you know, what's the point of playing the game if I'm not figuring stuff out on my own, you know what I mean? Okay, I went to different path this time. But, oh, yeah. Okay. It's just this wrong door. Oh, yeah. This is actually cool. I can only go this way because I opened up this path before, you know? When I, what do you call it? Backtracked. I backtracked through this place and opened up that shortcut. Didn't realize this game was literally Dark Souls. All right. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm surprised at how, like, surprisingly good this game feels to play, you know? Like, I get a little bit worried when I go back to playing a Wii game, you know? I'm always a little bit worried that the Wii remote is just gonna be a pain to use. But, this feels pretty good. All right. Was this supposed to be a no death run? I don't remember ever promising that. We are on hard mode though. All right. You know what's funny? I never had an analog controller for PS1. I remember the first game that I ever played where I used analog stick to move my character was Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Joined just in time to see the speedrun die. Yeah. We'll get him next time. I'll try to do better next time. On Wednesday, I did actually finish the whole run, despite how bad it was. But today, it went too far off the rails today. Okay, vulnerable to electro grapple. Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm gonna do actually? Let's hyper mode to take these dudes out. And now we're out of hyper mode. So now, because I imagine it's them that are unjamming these. So now that they're dead, they can't unjam them. And there we go. Okay, I think I might be a stupid person, and there might be a fourth one. Or a third one, I mean. I think I need to, I might need to just observe this thing. Oh, and then while they're unjammed, I blow them up with the ship, of course. It's so obvious. You just gotta think about what you're actually trying to achieve when you unjam them. We were disabling anti-air missiles. So then we can use the ship. It's so obvious now. All right. I'm on board now. Big surprise, the game wants me to use my most recently acquired item. All right. So now we want to go down there, and then I kind of can't remember what the deal with this was. The phase-on plating. And they're just telling me I can't do anything with that. All right. Oh. Oh no. Oh, brother. My aiming was too bad. Okay. Oh, so something I was talking about earlier, though, is that, yeah, so as far as Metroid Prime 4 goes, I haven't really seen any of the new stuff that they've shown, except that there might be a really annoying character in the game, but I haven't even seen that. I've just seen, like, YouTube thumbnails. But what I can tell you is that after playing, Welcome Tour on the Switch 2, the mouse controls on Switch 2 feel really good, I think. So that makes me very, very, like, excited to try the mouse and keyboard controls on that one. Or mouse and controller. Expedition 33, absolutely game of the year, no question. It's like, it's by a mile. Fuck YouTube thumbnails. Hey, it's just a little bit of skepticism is all. If it was actually if it was actually going to alter my purchasing decision, I would watch the video to make my own decision. You know what I mean? But instead, I was just like, oh, that might be a thing, and then moved on. Rumors heard there's a new Souls game for Switch 2. You're probably talking about the Duskbloods, right? Which is gonna be, I think it's gonna be more night rainy, right? As in it's gonna be like a PvPvE, they said. Or something like that. But yeah, speaking of mouse and controller, have you guys ever seen that game Alien Resurrection for PS1? Oh, there we go. Okay, hang on. I gotta get rid of this guy first. Man, we got freeze missiles, but they don't do anything. Cool. Okay, yeah, we gotta just hyper these guys when we see them, it seems like. But, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna do it. There we go. Alright, alright. Anything we need to be looking at here? Nah. Get me out of here. Okay. Yo, Chris. Glad to have you. Yes. Not Alien Trilogy, but Alien Resurrection. Alien Resurrection on PS1 with the PS1 mouse. Oh, man. It played like a dream, dude. I couldn't believe it. Even at a low frame rate, you know, like the game's frame rate was not that good, but the mouse controls totally made up for it. Like, I tried to play through it with the controller because the game has like modern FPS controls, which is surprising for a PS1 game. But the frame rate made it really hard to like aim at dudes properly and stuff. And so I ended up getting the PlayStation mouse and I started the game over and played through it with the mouse. And oh man, it was like one of the most enjoyable PS1 games I've ever played that way. Because like the game's level design is really good and the weapons are fun to use. And yeah, the mouse controls just felt so good. It was a little wacky though to play a game with a mouse with your right hand and then holding a PlayStation controller with your left hand and just only using the D-pad and L1, L2 on it, you know? Feels a little weird, but I was very, very impressed by how good it felt. Okay. Oh! Alright, let me pop over here since I've been doing pretty poorly on keeping my health up. Okay. And then, what the hell are we doing now? I think I want to go to the Thorn Jungle. I haven't been over here yet. So, but everything else looks fine to try over here. So we're just trying to get back to our ship, which is over there. All right, cool. But yeah, very underrated game. It did get a big boost in popularity recently because of that trick. If you guys have heard about that, it's like the game has a combination code that was programmed into it that allows the PlayStation unmodded to read whatever disc you put in. And I think they said that it was programmed in as like a debugging thing because they were experimenting with the game maybe being a 2-disc game. But the functionality was left in, so you can actually get it to... You can actually get Alien Resurrection to boot a burned copy of another game on an unmodded PlayStation. So that was big news. Whoa! That was big news when that came out. And it made the game like super jump up in value. But as far as the game itself, really cool game. See ya. Imagine a Mega Man game like Metroid Prime. Yeah. It's very surprising that they made that Metroid ended up working so well in first person, you know. Start speedrunning Alien Resurrection with the mouse. I could imagine it being like, I mean, I really liked the game, you know. I might take an excuse to play it again. Okay, so now I'm wanting to head over to this site. I did actually pop it in like a month ago or so and played it for a couple hours just for fun. All right. Man, this reminds me of Destiny, come to think of it. The ship loading screen. I mean, it's an obvious loading screen to make, I'm just saying, you know. All right. D1 PTSD. I loved Destiny 1. I played it so much. I'm not, and I was never like a Halo fan or anything. It's funny, I actually, for a long time, I had this like hipster douchebag opinion that like Halo was stupid. Because growing up, like when Halo was new, I liked Half-Life. And so I wasn't allowed to like Halo because Half-Life was better. You know what I mean? Like that kind of childish attitude. So I never really played Halo, never really cared about Bungie. And then when Destiny 1 came out, most of the reception for Destiny 1 was really negative, you know? People were acting like the game was terrible. But I watched some gameplay of it, and I was like, dude, this game looks really fun. And I ended up getting it, and I played hundreds of hours of it. Particularly, dude, the Vault of Glass raid was like one of the most fun video game things I've ever played. Wyvern Meister, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. But yeah, never came close to reaching its potential. I would agree with that. Okay, we can probably blow this up. Yeah. Nice. New energy tank. Beautiful. Well, thank you for the kind words, Echo. Yeah, the icebreaker. Oh, man. I remember there was one of those, like, Nightfall raids where we were all hunkered up into, like, this exploit spot where the enemy couldn't see us. All three of us with icebreakers because it had infinite ammo. And just sitting there taking 20 minutes to pot shot this boss down so we could get the Nightfall done. Oh, man. Is it possible that the big YouTube video transforms me into a full streamer again? I mean, anything's possible. If I start making more money than I'm making from my job, then why the hell not, you know? But I wouldn't get my hopes up. However, if I were able to keep my job and make that much money streaming, then why not both? Well, the why not both is that I'm gonna have a kid soon. So the real answer might be like, hey, if you guys can outpace my 9-to-5 salary by the time April hits, because we're doing April, well then, hey, maybe Maybe we just stream after that. Well, like I'm saying, I wouldn't count on it. Whoa. All right, all right. Thank you for the congrats also. Yeah. Sure, we'll get a couple of these in the scan book, you know, whatever. All right, here we go. I think I have to actually look at what's going on here. So we've got one of these, and we're trying to get over here. So yeah, we probably just do this old trick again where we unjam it and then we call the ship to blow it up. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to keep the momentum up, though. You know, I've got more videos. I've got more videos in the works, because the thing is, like, yeah, with the FF7 video, I got many nice comments about how much people enjoyed hearing about the game's mechanics. So I've got more videos in the works that are about the game's mechanics. Now, real talk though, there's a very good chance that well, I mean, we're pretty much guaranteed that like those videos aren't going to have the same impact because they don't involve a cheating scandal, which is something that is a lot more clickable. But hey, it'll still be fun. It'll be for all the people who found the channel. Like, basically what my hope is that we've got a big algorithm boost right now. A bunch of people have found the channel, and so for the people that found the channel and want to stick around to hear more, or who stick around because they like me, awesome. That's what we're doing from now on, you know. I'm not gonna become a cheat investigator. I'm just gonna keep being me, and this has been a really great, just a huge boost to just exposure boost, you know. Which is why, again, I'm very thankful to Abisoft and Carl for helping to blow me up, you know. So I wonder if the strat is just to wait out a hyper guy. Like, this guy is hyper right now. Well, that's the thing, Taco. He's hyper. And so I think that makes him super armored. Maybe not. Maybe we gotta freeze him. Okay. Because the technical explanation of the battle system in the video on Ancient Forest. Yeah, dude, the Ancient Forest, the blinking strat, I'm guessing. That was so exciting when we found that. It was like Blink found that by watching like old videos. And then I found like the setup of how to do it consistently, you know? So yeah, that was really cool. All right, here we go. Just like when casual players accidentally discover a glitch no one knew about. Yeah. Like that Metal Gear Solid one. You know what? These enemies, I'm just gonna hyper them. I ain't dealing with these guys. All right, here we go, though. Oh, that looked like a laser that he was gonna swipe, right? All right, the Korok Beast. Tongue and mouth are sensitive. Belly sometimes vulnerable from the ground. All right. And, Yeah, Owly, nice to meet you. Glad to have you here. And now what about this guy? The Pirate Husser, rider of the vicious Korok, wields energy lance in combat. Okay. So it sounds like I need to bomb him from the bottom because his belly is vulnerable, or we need him to open his mouth. Okay, okay. I don't think I'm getting the right idea with that quite yet. Well, maybe we just shoot the guy. Oh yeah, it looks like we just shoot the guy. Oh, okay, okay. Oh! There's the morph ball moment, except I think I was too slow. I really dislike having contact damage on stuff like that. Alright, alright, and then we... Oh, I thought... I decided too late to get into that. Alright, alright. Oh, hi, Mia. Yep, welcome. Oh, boy. Okay, she is now sitting on the cable between the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. That's gonna make it real hard to aim. Oh, I can't motion control with the nunchuck like this. Okay, hang on. I actually have to fix this. Oh. Okay, okay. There we go. Live streams should focus on run verifications. I'll definitely do more. My only thing though is that I love video games. I love video games too much to only stream one game. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a shake. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'll certainly be doing other run verifications, though, just because I like doing it. Whoop. All right, all right. Shake, shake, shake. Or wait, no, it's Shake, Shake from Mischief Makers. Shake, shake. Oh, there! I made it underneath him without, getting hit that time. Nice! Whew. Okay. Couple of these jabronis. Whoop. Got him. Oh, by the way, there was a riff out request like 2 hours ago. So I hope that that person is still here, and I hope that you enjoy this one. All right. So there you go. There you go. Sorry it took me so long to remember to do that. Oh, when we were talking about death earlier, somebody mentioned Crystal Mountain specifically. That was the first death song I heard. But, well, no, the first death song I heard was Spirit Crusher. But then, like, I didn't really follow up on it at all. I thought it was awesome and then didn't follow up on it. And then later, I was really into Necrophagist. And I watched a concert, a Necrophagist live show on YouTube where they covered Crystal Mountain. And I was like, oh man, what a great song. I gotta look up death more. And then I got super into death after that. All right. Hit me with this save point. Very nice. Yeah, once you get a little bit warmed up, the Wii remote controls really do feel really good. Am I in love? I don't know if I'm in love. Maybe a little bit. If I was gay, I would probably want my boyfriend to be a lot like Chuck Schuldiner. Does that make sense? Oh, look at that. Missile expansion. Dude, RE4 on Wii was so fun. However, do you think that it made the game too easy, though? Because I felt like the fact that you could line up headshots before you were even pointing your gun, I thought was too powerful. It especially made the TMP, like, just ridiculously good. Because you could just pop headshots in 0.2 seconds and then kick everything, you know? Yeah, like the shooting range too, yeah. But I mean, I played the shit out of it though. That's RE4 is such a classic, dude. I played it. Oh, okay. So we can't do this yet.
There are 2 anti-aircraft turrets.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Your ship will not be able to get a clear shot while those guns are active.
Yeah, that's what it looked like was happening. Okay, but now these doors I can't see. Okay, hang on. We need to take a look here. So, security shutter locked, blocking hallway access, unable to open from this side. All right, how about you? Same thing. Well, what if we scan from here? The Tiamat. All weapon systems green. Okay. Down here we got some fuel gel. Oh no, this isn't another thing. All right. So they're just straight up telling me that this area is a no-go. I think that means we leave. And I don't think that there's anything more for me to do here. And I don't think that there's anything more for me to do here. But let me double check. Last time I was playing, I did take some notes. And so let me see if I already addressed them. Oh, I watch Bach all the time. That dude is one of the most entertaining streamers on the platform. Okay, we needed freeze power in the Falls of Fire, I wrote down. So I think, I know I've already seen that, but let me just verify it here. I'll never forget it. Did I see the RE4 Rando challenge? I've seen Bach play it. Yeah, oh, this is gel purification. I thought that this was the Halls of Fire. Or Falls of Fire, it's called. Okay, where's the room called Falls of Fire? Oh, I didn't write down this one. The gel purification fight or site. But yeah, I mean, what do you call it? RE4, man. I played through it a bunch of times on GameCube. Oh, here's Falls of Fire. So did I do this? Must have. But I mean, we can fly to the hangar bay just in case. All right, turn me around. Yeah, played through it a bunch on Wii once it came out on Wii. Played through it a bunch on PC. Oh, no, this is just going to open. Oh, I spent all that time thinking about it, and no, this is just going to open for me. 60-hour work week, 3 drinks in, having a good Friday watching this. Nice, nice. Yeah, glad to hear your work week is over. It's time to chill. I wonder if doors might not open when you're in hyper mode. Yeah. Whoa. I didn't have a 60-hour work week, but I was on call. This is on Wii, Trisalt. Okay, so that's got a spin. Stone disc is rotated shut, unable to pass through tunnel while disc is in. Yeah, no shit, but I'm just wondering, like, you know, you got a clue as to what we got to do about that. Looks like we go the other way. Oh, look at this guy. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Preparing for Friendsgiving tomorrow? With this playing in the background? Just baked about 30 pounds of brownies. You didn't put nuts in them, did you? Because let me tell you, when I get a brownie, when someone offers me a brownie, and I'm like, yeah, and then they give me a brownie and it has nuts in it, I feel like I've been tricked. It's like a betrayal. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel legitimately betrayed. Whoa. The 3D map, yeah. My favorite thing about the 3D map is when your eyes can't figure it out and it looks like you're looking at the bottom of it. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like I'm looking at the bottom, and when I rotate it, it's going the opposite way. Having to deplete the phase on yourself is a cool mechanic. Just the way that it makes it feel dangerous, you know what I mean? Having something that's really strong, but you can sense, you can feel the you know, the danger of it. You're on that classic WoW. I always have an inkling in the back of my mind to get back into classic WoW, but like, you know, I resist. It's relaxing. I totally get that, like, playing it is relaxing. Not playing it is nerve-wracking, though, because I feel like I'm wasting money. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to play it if I'm subscribed, and I don't like that feeling. All right, where you at? Thought there was another dude in here. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so what do we got going on here? This is part of the cannon defense system. Destroy the cannon, you say? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this dude just hypered. Evasive maneuvers. Now he's hypering. You know what? This is starting to get familiar. I feel like I remember the enemy's hypering mechanic being very annoying. I remember seeing them wind up the animation and going, oh, fuck. Now this guy's got 5 times as much HP. Okay, okay. So I'm doing the thing again now, where I am, operate the underside valve to open all of the ammunition chambers. Oh, yeah. Hello. I see. Oh, and now it's like hot down there. Okay, so now it's like venting. Does this hurt me? No? Okay. Oh, please. Lock. There we go. No. Lock. There we go. Okay, and it automatically closes after 1. Ooh, the ice missile is actually doing something. Okay, there we go. Lock. Got it. Now this way. Uh-oh, not that way? Oh, I'm an idiot. Got him. Rock Pope, how's it going? I'm gonna call you Rock Pope. Yeah, there we go. Welcome on in, great to see you, great to have you here. Okay. So speaking of other FF7 stuff to do, I think it would be actually, you know what I should do in the next couple streams, actually? We need to test whether we got the right settings for emulator load times. We need to make sure that the emulator load times settings that we're thinking about having be the new standard, we need to make sure that they work and they're stable and they don't crash the game. So the best way to do that would be to do a 100% run, right? Where we do everything, and that will test that it doesn't cause any crashes. And I need to practice 100% anyway, because I think in the subathon that I'm going to be doing in like 2 weeks, it's very likely that we're going to be running a 100% run that I would like to be practiced for. So I think maybe I'll take a couple streams and do a segmented 100% run. We can talk about... Actually, it's probably going to be 3 streams because I'm going to be explaining all of the mechanics and it's going to take forever. But for those of you who haven't seen it before, the 100% run is just under 16 hours. World record is 1552 using a turbo controller, or 1559 without. Best Matthew McConaughey movie is Reign of Fire. Dude, I saw that movie when it was new. I saw that movie in theaters. Is it absolutely insane of me to say that Jesse Ventura is in that movie? Or who's the guy I'm thinking of? Oh no, it's not. No, it's someone else. It's who's the guy that gets eaten? There's like a really dramatic part where he jumps and like Christian Bale. That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that movie in theaters. And the part where he like jumps at the dragon and the dragon just eats him. He's like one of the main characters of the movie and he just gets killed in like 1 second with no fanfare. That was a very memorable moment of that movie. I don't even remember who. I don't know. I don't remember anything about that movie except for that guy getting eaten at that time. Reign of Fire, man. Just a movie, just an action movie about dragons. Oh, nice, Danger. Yeah. Glad you liked it. All right, so yank that down. Come on over here. Oh yeah, Twisted Metal was a big part of our household when I was growing up. So when we first got a PlayStation, right? First we had NES, right? When I was a kid, we had an NES, and then next thing we got was a PlayStation. We skipped over Super Nintendo, didn't get an N64. We got a PlayStation next, and with the PlayStation, we got Twisted Metal and Test Drive Off-Road, which is funny because that's 2 car games. But those were our first 2 games. We played a lot of Twisted Metal. My dad really liked it. My dad never really liked video games. He didn't really get into them. For the most part, he was actually pretty anti-video game. Because, you know, he thought that, like, he thought I played too many video games. You know, he wasn't happy about how much I got into them. And my brother. But, you know, they still got us games, and they didn't really stop us from playing them that much. But point is, though, my dad did really like Twisted Metal, and we played that a lot. We played that with him all the time. And so we got Twisted Metal 2, we got Twisted Metal 3, we got Twisted Metal 4. We didn't get it. We didn't get him after Twisted Metal 4. Four was kind of numpty. Honestly, 3 was kind of numpty, but you know, I still liked it. All right, here we go. Is this the Tiamat? Yeah. But yeah, there were, okay, hang on. Clamps are securing the ammunition release valve. Yep. I feel like I'm getting free scans here before the fight starts. Valve is used to manually open the cannon's ammunition chambers, held in place by multiple clamps. All right, here we go. Okay. So is this what I need to pull, or is it gonna be here first? We're just gonna take out the trash. All right, and then, oh, that's a missile. I thought that was a grabbable. Okay, okay. It looks to me like I'm supposed to come up here. I mean, I think it's probably pretty obvious that I need to pull the big, obvious lever. Oh, no. This guy came up just in time for me to not kick the shit out of him. When they die and they, like, suicide bomb into you, that's something that was really annoying in the first game, too. There's an enemy in Returnal that does that also. It's super annoying. Okay. So yeah, yank that back, obviously. Azella Patch, hello, hello. Ah, okay. Now there's one over there. So we got multiple clamps, multiple levers. So yank that. Now, we've got one over here. Oh! Okay, I was too slow. There's not a lot of health refills around here. Hopefully these provide. Yes? Okay, excellent. Alright, 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 alright. So this time, super mode me. Alright, alright. And then exit. And then get that going right away while we also suck in that health. And there we go. Just came from Carl's video. Great to have you. Alright, we're bunny hopping over here and then get that one. All right, okay, okay. Drop me. Get him. Get him. Oh no! Don't close. Okay, get him. Hell yeah. All right, all right. Very nice. This game feels challenging. Like, I know we're on veteran mode, so like I'm glad, but like I'm surprised at how much I feel like I need to play well to not die. You know what I mean? All right, so I think we want to explore back here first, yeah? No. Oh, I see. We need the ship. Okay. So we need the hook. Gotcha. We need the ship hook to move on. So now I think if we go... I mean, let's just do what we can do, right? Okay. You're saying you like this game more than Prime 2? I mean, honestly, I'm having way more fun with this. Way more fun than this than I remember. You know what? Maybe last time I played this, it's less that things were bothersome and more that I had just played too much Metroid. I probably just played too much Metroid. Last time I tried to boot this up. This time there was I gave a healthy amount of time between Prime 2 and 3. So now I'm like ready for A, more Prime, and B, for it to be a little different, you know? Okay. Didn't I play like 5 Metroid games in the past 2 months? Yeah, but I didn't play any in the past 2 weeks. Alright, nearby disc mechanism. Oh, okay, so that's how we spin that. And then clamps. A very strong blast. Well, that's probably not anything that we have. And we can't blow it up with the ship. So it looks like they want me to come back down here. However, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I haven't taken a bathroom break yet today. Where's my headphones? There we go. So, all right, enjoy. We'll see if she gets up, but for now, here's Mia. Yeah. Clean that off. All right. Okay, so, what we're doing right now is I couldn't finish the job. Oh, but I did get rid of, okay, so I got rid of the turret. I just couldn't move the thing. So I should actually write that down. Because I actually kind of forgot about my actual goal right now is to blow this up.
Data received.
So there we go. All right. Okay, and now let me write this down. So North Jungle Court is where we need ship hook. North Jungle Court. Ship hook. There we go. All right. Well, now, I think we're just going back to the ship now. That's kind of one thing about this game that also feels very not Metroid-y, is the way where it's like we get out of the ship, we go down a path in order to fulfill an objective, and then we go back to the ship. You know?
The destruction of the generators has disabled the Leviathan shield. The seed is now exposed. You must fly there and find a way to destroy it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just remember last time I played this, I was really pissy about this kind of thing. Like, they shouldn't be telling me where to go and stuff. But, you know, I'm just vibing with it this time. Game's fun to play. Oh. Did you guys ever play Red Steel on Wii? It's funny because, like, when the Wii was in development, you know, like before it came out and all of like the hype was around it, it was like, whoa, have you seen the Wii controller? You can like point it like a gun, or you could like swing it like a sword. And so then, of course, right, here comes the launch game Red Steel, where you shoot guns and you swing swords. And it was not good. But as a, you know, fucking 17-year-old when that system came out, boy, oh boy, did I play that game when it came out. And boy, oh boy, did I like it. Old Danger Valentine, who's in the Twitch chat here. So I actually camped out for the Wii. And old Danger Valentine there, he camped out with me. We camped out in front of a Walmart all day to pick up a Wii at midnight and get it with Red Steel and go home and play some Red Steel. Red Steel 2 is on a list of games to play. I've heard Red Steel 2 is at the very least a lot more interesting. Because it uses the motion plus, and yeah, like a big part of the problem with Red Steel 1 is that it's just a shooter, except for the times where it decides to be a sword game, and you have no control over it. But from what I understand, Red Steel 2 is like the combat is you shoot the gun and you can swing the sword when you want to. And so it's like a actual, like there's some player choice there. Here's a half pipe. So I need to say Ancient Courtyard. Uh-oh, Mia's starting to get playful with my Wii cable. All right. got Ancient Courtyard. Has a half pipe. Got it. And now we don't already. I don't think we already have Boost Ball, but I haven't tried it. Yeah, it's none of the buttons. Okay. Your aunt won a Wii and gave it to you? Kinda wish you still had it. Yeah, I actually did get rid of my Wii that I had when I was younger, and I had to buy this Wii. More recently. There was a time, it was for a good cause. It was to get a PS3, but to get a PS3, I traded in a bunch of stuff that I'm regretful of doing, because most of the stuff I traded in, I ended up having to buy back later. Okay, Mia, you're being too playful, like with my cables, especially in a game where I need to be aiming carefully. I razzed her up. I jazzed her up a little bit too much with those pets. All right. Oh, she's doing the thing. Oh no, okay, now she's getting back up. Okay. She started to do the thing where she lays away from me with her back like on my knees, and then slowly kicks away from me until it's like she's, oh, okay, now she's back in the crevice. Like slowly kicks away from me until she's gonna fall off of my lap, you know, and expects me to catch her. But okay. But yeah, exactly. Like I'd like to still have that copy of Red Steel. The worst thing I got rid of though was Pokemon Heart Gold with the Pokewalker, you know? I had Pokemon Heart Gold, perfect condition, complete in box with the Pokewalker. And that's one of the things I sold to GameStop for like 30 bucks or something. I probably got like 30 bucks for it, maybe 40. But hey, it was a very transformative thing for me to get a PS3, and I'm very glad I did, because PS3 was the system that generation, you know? Like Demon Souls alone. Oh man, Demon Souls was good. But I mean, when I first got the system, the big game was Metal Gear Solid 4, you know? Oh, dude, Metal Gear Solid 4. Alright, here we go, we're in the Seed. Dude, this reminds me of Hunters a lot, doesn't it? Like the place where you get the Octoliths. And yo, Aaron, it's great to have you here. My NES has an RGB mod. My AV Famicom has an RGB mod. And my N64 does as well. And my PC Engine. But the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, GameCube, Genesis, Master System, those don't need to be modded for video output. Nor does PS1. Nor do any of the PlayStations, yeah. Yeah, it's just those. And yeah. So when I got PS3, Metal Gear Solid 4 was the big game. But soon after that, Little Big Planet came out. Just super, super awesome at the time. Infamous came out like shortly after that. Heavy Rain. And then Demon Souls. Dude, God of War fucking 3. Like, are you kidding me? It is absolutely crazy to me that, like, the Xbox 360 had such a good reputation at that time when the PS3 was right there with all of those games, you know? And then if you're like a nerd like me, then you would have also been into shit like Valkyria Chronicles and Hyperdimension Neptunia and like dumb shit like that, you know. All right, I think we need to hyper for this. Best place to buy a used PS5? I don't really have much of an idea for used stuff except for the fact that like, so I try to get my stuff from a local game store when I can. And if my local game store doesn't have it, I just go to eBay, you know? And yeah, that's the thing is I'm not a multiplayer guy. However, I did get into a little bit of multiplayer. PS3 had Killzone 3, dude. Killzone 2 and 3 were so good. It also had SOCOM. SOCOM was really cool too. And there was like a mag that was like, remember mag? It was, I think it was either 128 people or 256 people in a match. Where it was like, you know, huge online battles. That was really cool too. So, I mean, there was really good multiplayer stuff on PS3 also. But 360 definitely got like the head start on that. And you know, I mean, people loved Halo and Gears, I get it, you know. Alright, here we go. Dude, I remember this fight. I think. Ancient Reptilicus War Golem appears to be receiving energy from the core of the seed. Yeah, PS3 because online was free. Yeah, I mean, that was another great thing about it for sure. Now we've got the Gabe Cube finally bringing, you know, hopefully bringing more people into PC gaming, where online has always been free. I've not played Pokemon Coliseum. I'm actually not a big Pokemon fan. I really have only played Red and Blue, as well as Leaf Green and Fire Red. Like, I had Heart Gold, but I didn't really play it. I got Pokemon X. Okay, I got Pokemon X because I said, back on, like, Pokemon Black and White, I was saying, man, how are they still doing sprites? This is crazy. I'm not gonna get another Pokemon game until they until they give us 3D Pokemon, you know? So when Pokemon X and Y came out, I had to put my money where my mouth was, and I bought Pokemon X. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it all that much. Why get a Steam machine where you can just get a deck like a Chad? I think Chads get both, dude. You and me both, we're getting both, you know it. Alright, anyway. Orbs appear to be source of power. Yeah, sure looks like it. Okay. Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, he kind of swaps them. Yeah. Oh, you think it's funny? He thinks it's funny how bad I'm kicking his ass. Oh, hang on. I remember this. There we go. He was trying to refill. Whoa! Oh, okay. And then you shoot that. Right. It's funny how much of this fight I remember. I'm having to hold the controller in a different stance, though, because of the mashing. Oh. Oh, he's about to put his arms out again? Yeah. Okay, I'm not doing much damage to his orbs anymore. Yo, Golden Boko. Leave them open leave them open longer, dude. Oh. Okay, okay. All right, there we go. Now he's got one more on his back. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, come on. Okay, okay, this one doesn't seem to take quite as many hits. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing the laser. There we go. All right, all right, all right, all right. We got all of his pieces. All right, now what, dingus? Shattered orb has exposed a Phazon core. Overload the core with Phazon to destroy it. Oh! So every one of his cores... You want me to do this? Uh-oh. I gotta keep my Phazon. There we go, there we go. Charge me back up. You gotta open back up, buddy. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, Phazon crystals are powering a protective barrier. Okay, okay. Yo, what up, Midner? Okay, there we there we go. Now we gotta suck in the health that his feet pieces dropped. Oh. Stop. Oh, if you get hit while you're in corruption, it increases your... Oh, he's probably shooting a phazon beam at me. And that's why that gives me more phazon. That's really cool. Oh. There we go. Alright, so once again, suck that shit up. Suck it up! There we go. And that gives me enough juice to load up again. Alright. I gotta try to get his back piece here. He's doing a new move again. Oh my god, dude, you gotta become vulnerable sometimes. That's so annoying, bro. Oh. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh my gosh, There we go. All right. We got his back done. Okay, that lets me blow up his feet. Okay, he's being more annoying this time though. Okay, there we go. We got one of them. There we go. Suck up the juice. There it is. Juice me. Okay, I think we're getting there. Oh, he's doing this move though. Stop. Yeah! All right. Oh shit, if this is boost ball, then we know exactly where to use that. Mid-game helmet off? Oh. She's got to exhaust the phazon. That boss was kind of annoying, but also pretty fun. Swing. All right. What do we got? And sorry, PMD Sky? What is that? Hyper Ball. While in hyper mode, enter Morph Ball. Press and hold A to use the... Oh! I totally forgot about Hyper Ball. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Right. Dude, look how cool this thing looks. Press A to pay respects. Boom. Yeah, that boss did take a minute. Knack. I played Knack. I kind of liked it. I feel like Knack got a bad rap. It was a fun little platformer. The only thing that was stupid about Knack was that Knack could talk.
From further phase-on corruption. Thank you, Samus. Your next objective will be Elysia. Though Gore is stationed there, the Leviathan's phase-on contamination is still spreading. The impact point is hidden deep within the storm clouds of this planet. You will not be able to reach its location. Instead, you may land near an automated research facility floating high above the surface, where GF Aurora Unit 217 is stationed. Unit 217 has been infected by the corruption virus and is currently offline. I have uploaded a program to your suit that will purge any traces of corruption in the AU and restore its functionality. Once Unit 217 has been restored, it will help us find a way to destroy the Leviathan. We are concerned about Gore ever since he lost contact with us. We hope he is safe.
He's my favorite.
Good luck, Samus.
All right. Shoo. Yeah, I think we're just going, yeah. So we're heading over to Elysia. Let's do it. This docking bay would be a really neat time to do like a Metroid Prime 1 throwback, you know? Ratchet and Clank ass loading screen here. Yeah, sounds good, Deathslayer. Great to meet you. I loved Ratchet and Clank on PS2. The first two games I played so many times. I eventually got the third one and played it, but not until I was older. I just played the first two a million times when I was younger. Did I know Nintendo put Game Boy games in black cases intentionally and it signals something? Like the cartridges? Yeah, the black cartridges means that it's a game that, it is, like, it works on Game Boy, but it has enhanced effects on Game Boy Color. So it's almost like a cross-generation game that works on both systems, but it does something extra on Color. Yeah.
Samus, your highest priority is to get Skytown's Aurora unit back online.
Oh, okay.
It will help you find a way to reach the seed.
I did eventually get an N64, yeah.
Proceed with caution. Gore's whereabouts and disposition are still unknown.
Conker's Bad Fur Day, one of my all-time favorite games. Danger Valentine here. He had an N64, and he introduced me to Conker's Bad Fur Day. And then I got, I didn't get an N64 until I was like 14-ish. Maybe 13. Yeah, that's around when I got an N64. And Mario 64 is one of my all-time, Final Fantasy VII and Mario 64 are my 2 all-time favorite games. But yeah, love Conker's Bad Fur Day. And you know, I played some other N64, but really those 2 games kind of dominated. All right. But you know, of course I played GoldenEye with friends. I played Mario Kart with friends. And then recently, we need to Hyperball here. Okay, we can do that. Nice. More recently, I played through Mischief Makers. You ever played that game, the treasure game? That was really fun. That was a super cool game. Oh. There we go. What happened to the run? It was real dumb, Rain. I had already made some mistakes, but I was way too chatty during elevator manip, and I screwed up elevator manip just like buffering incorrectly. And then I was way too chatty and super fucked up the Motorball fight and just completely shat the bed on Motorball. Big Metroid fan? Yeah, I've beaten all the Metroid games several times. Yeah, I love this series. Totally. Original, like including like original Metroid on NES. All right, here we go. BioShock Infinite, eat your heart out. This is sweet. Yeah, it's funny, like, I get what I always thought about, or I get what I was thinking about this game for a long time, where, like, it doesn't feel Metroid-y enough to me, the way that the exploration is done. But I don't know, this game is cool, dude. Like, what was my issue? Yeah, like, that's the thing. So, I just replayed Metroid Prime 1, 2, and Hunters, and Fusion and Zero Mission, and Super Metroid. I just replayed all of those, kind of getting ready for 4. All right, here we go. Why not give these guys a scan? Yeah, BioShock Infinite had some cool stuff in it. I liked the Songbird thing. I liked the opening up riffs and stuff like that. But dude, when it got to like, there is always a lighthouse and a man, or something like that stuff, I was just like, okay. So something didn't fully click with me when they got into like the alternate universes kind of stuff. I liked the idea that like every star was a lighthouse. That's cool, but I don't know. I feel like they didn't exactly land it with the with all that. No, I've never played Turok. Oh, but speaking of like that type of thing on N64, I did really like Doom 64. What do we got up here? I never played Quake though, but yeah, Doom 64 was sweet. Cannon is without power. Oh, okay. So we're gonna need Morph Ball boost probably. So the other characters in this game is kind of one of the things that for a long time made me not like it, you know? Just because I'm big into, like, the isolation aspect of Metroid. But playing it this time, I at least like Gore. He's cool, you know? Skinny little robot guy with the brain. Gandrata's kind of annoying. Noxus is trying a little too hard. Gore, though, I like him. But yeah, it would be much, much better if you were just alone in space, which... It's kind of crazy how much I feel like we have to say that about Metroid games, and like they don't get it, you know? Piston structure produces energy that is used to supply power to the pod engines. Okay. So down here, we got this cannon. All right, nice. It does so much for this game's, like, feeling that it is 60 FPS also. Imagine if this game was 30 FPS and how shitty the aiming would feel, you know? You thought they were a great addition after having so much alone time with all the other games? Yeah, I just love the sci-fi horror element, you know? I want Metroid to be sci-fi horror. Which Dread did mostly well with, except that one even had too much yakking in it. Like, at least the thing that's yakking at you in Dread is like a weird computer that doesn't sound human, you know? Samus, you have gotten the thing. You have gotten the power missiles. Now you can get into power missile doors, you know? Like, that, at least they did that, but yeah, I don't know. The problem with the computer in Dread is that it never ever tells you anything that you need to hear. Until like the very end when some of the story drops are happening, you know, it has some very good lines, but like until then though, it's just like you get the power missiles, and then you see that I'm just making shit up here to make the point. You get like the power missiles, and then you see that the power missiles are able to like blow up a certain type of material, and then after you already find all that out, you then get to the computer, and it's like, Samus, you have found the power missiles. You can use the power missiles to destroy this type of thing. And it's like, it's totally pointless. I'll remember that that's there, right? The anime AI was more annoying than Miles. Was Miles the guy in Other M? Or... I really liked the gameplay of Other M. Man, Other M's gameplay was so awesome. I had a dream once that Nintendo made a Metroid, like they were making a new Metroid game, and it was in the style of Other M. And I was like, yeah, they're gonna get it right this time. That's how much I enjoyed the gameplay of that game. But boy, oh boy, did they screw up some other aspects of it. It sounds like there's an item pickup here. Oh, Miles is the new guy in the previews. Okay, so that's the guy that I've seen like YouTube thumbnails of. Gotcha. I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Which one? It's the green one that has like just a bunch of nonsense down here, you know? Oh, there's the item. Yeah. I knew I heard one groaning. Very nice. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we've got a walkie over here. Gotcha. Or we've got a rolly over here. Whoa. People looked at you weird with that. That's the thing. Like, this shirt was one where I was like, you know, this is a shirt I can wear to a family event. Okay, we need Spider Ball in here for that. All right. So it looks like we're going to be getting some Morph Ball tech pretty soon here. Oh. Yeah. Frosty, nice to have you. We'll see you next time. All right, the Steam Lord. These enemies kind of remind me of the dudes in Final Fantasy 13. Ah, okay. So what's your deal? Repairs fallen Steam bots, able to disrupt visor tech. So we need to take him down. And then when he appears... Oh, there he is. Hyper mode failure, huh? Instead of the auto vents? Oh. There we go. Watched like 2 videos explaining the lore and you still walked away from it not knowing fully what happened in the story. Fully, yeah. You know, I think the journey is the most important part though, you know. Yeah. They're giving us a lot of energy tanks right away, but it makes sense just because energy tanks are like a resource that you actually use in this game. Okay, okay. Oh, there we go. Get these scanned up. Requires a kinetic charge. Nice. Man, this place looks really cool. Like we're Oh, I think I remember this actually. Doesn't this? Yeah. This is part of like logbook lore. I remember it being really important to find these dudes. Well, because when I was younger, I was concerned about the logbook. But because they don't immediately put the logbook bars on like Metroid Prime 2 does, makes me not care about it so much. Okay, elevator there, but what was over here? Maybe a save point? Nah? Big wide open space, though. Man, looks great. Okay. Kind of looks like nothing to do at the moment, though. Okay. I like to give all of these just one little pop as I go by, you know, just show them who's boss. Wait a second, what is the... And this isn't a real question, this is just me thinking out loud. I wonder what this marker on the top is. Where I've got 2 blue on top here. Because I had 1 yellow just a moment ago, and now it just switched me to 2 blue. I'm gonna have to start paying attention to that HUD element. Because I only just noticed it. Dude, the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack is so good. That's a Yoko Shimomura. I may not be the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, but she is my favorite composer. And that soundtrack is sick. Safety cap. All targets must be destroyed simultaneously. Alright. We're seeing a lot of stuff here that we can't interact with yet. That's just fine. I'm not really bothering to write it down. I feel like the areas of this game are kind of linear enough for me to just go back through them later, you know. I wonder if this is going to be a save point. Yeah. So in Metroid Prime 2... I noticed that save points were always behind red missile doors. In this one, it kind of seems like they keep showing up behind white missile doors. Hey, Uematsu is an S-tier composer as well. Oh, we're probably going to get the heat power from Gore. Alright, alright. So, we can just go right past.
The Aurora unit chamber has been sealed off and secured by a kinetic lock.
Ah. So that's the first thing that we're going to be getting.
Skytown.
What? I remember this part bothering me a lot last time I played it. I crashed out a little bit. Because it's like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Just turn the system off and never play it again because there's a lock right here that I can't get past? I'm just gonna drop the controller and leave? We're gonna keep exploring, Aurora. It's fine. It's a bit of a pet peeve of mine when someone tells you to do a thing that you're obviously going to already keep doing. Like when you're fighting a boss in a game that's kind of a bullet sponge and you're shooting it a lot, and then someone in the party is like, "Keep shooting!" Like, yeah, no shit. And you might be like, Dash, that's not a real example. That can't be a thing. But no, that shitty ass Ratchet and Clank remake on PS4, I remember having like that exact thing. Oh, it's Gore right here. This is his exoskeleton. His powered battle armor. That's cool that it's just sitting here and he's not here. That's pretty neat. Yeah. When games build backseating into the game itself, it drives me crazy. And yeah, Taco, it's one of the great mysteries of the Metroid Prime series, is how all of these different places have like all of this tech. That's all built for like, well, actually relatively large steel spheres. Oh, okay, hang on. So like, it makes a little bit of sense with planets that had Chozo on them, that the Chozo planets, you know, would have, like, would have stuff that interacted with the Chozo power suit. But now we're in, like, a totally different place, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it is common for people to turn into balls or ball-like objects. Like, remember in Metroid Prime Hunters, every single one of those hunters, you know, they had an alternate form that was, maybe it was ball-like, but it was at least like small. Okay, I'm going that way. Seems like there's a lot of stuff to do over there, so I'm gonna go check out this other way first. The old gamer's intuition of, you know, I gotta go the way that seems less significant first. God of War Ragnarok, yeah. I have not been, like, I loved God of War 1, 2, and 3. But I was, and even the PSP ones as well. Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta were both awesome as well. But I have never had interest in the new God of Wars. People have insisted to me that they're good, but there's just nothing about them that looks interesting to me. The combat is fun and good. Maybe if I was the one playing, I could get over the camera. The way that the camera is like stiffly stuck way too close to the character, you know what I mean? I like my camera to get pulled back a little bit. And I realize that I'm like complaining about a minute detail, a seemingly minute detail about a game that I've never played. and like I'm saying, so maybe I would actually be fine with it if I actually played it myself, but it looks that's what it looks like to me. And I just got too many millions of other games to play, you know? Like Metroid Prime 3 for the third time? I think this is my third time playing through this game. Well, actually, when I was younger, I played through it a bunch of times when it was new, so who knows? But yeah, it's always that type of thing though is always a really interesting like level design paradox or game design paradox to me, where it's like the people designing the systems don't trust the level designers enough to design the levels in a way where they don't need the characters to be like, Kratos, look at that glowing orb over there. What if you swung your axe at it, you know? Like I feel like whoever like decided to write that line and have the guy voice it and program it into the game, all of those people didn't just like, you know, trust that the level design and the general game mechanics are gonna be enjoyable enough for the player to figure it out on their own. Why even make the puzzle? Like, why not just remove the puzzle if you don't think people will be able to figure it out, instead of like doing all this extra effort to instead trivialize it to the point that it's boring? You know what I'm saying? But okay. Sorry, let's, what are we doing here? Structure appears to be a landing cradle. Yeah. So this is gonna be for the ship to, like, put something in here, I think. So I don't think we do anything here. It's the same shit as yellow paint, you know? And Blade Fan, how's it going? Hello, welcome. Alright, what's... Twist? It's one of these. Okay, so... Just busy work. Good old Wii Remote busy work. But that, okay, so that unlocked like a shortcut. Here we go. This place is sweet. Just finished watching my video breakdown the FF7 run. Nice. Yeah, glad to have you here. You loathe motion controls? It's funny. When I think about motion controls, I hate the idea. But then when I play the game, it's like, you know, this feels fun to play. I like it. I'm having a good time with this game's control scheme. Even though before I started the game, I was thinking like this is gonna be an annoying hassle to play. Alright. It looks like device landing beacon. Oh yeah. But now, what are we doing for this? Until AU... Oh, okay, so we need to wake the brain up for this room. Gotcha. That's how you feel about Skyward Sword? I actually haven't played Skyward Sword. But yeah, I think I know exactly what you're saying. Okay, yeah, that's this whole place. So we opened up this place. We're ready to come back here later. Whoa, I didn't think that would explode. This is one of my, like, one of my hottest game takes or whatever. But, I am not a big fan of 3D Zelda games. I'm not even really the biggest fan of Zelda games, besides a couple of, like, bangers. The bangers being, like, 1, 2, Link's Awakening, and Wind Waker. Those are, like, and Link Between Worlds. Those ones are bangers. But, like, I'm not a big Zelda fan, particularly of the 3D ones. I think that for the most part, they're just kind of tedious. Oh. Wind Waker is pretty great though. I think the reason that the reason that Wind Waker kind of breaks the mold for me is that I think that the sailing is really fun. Like, you really feel like you're on an adventure, you know? Just being like, I got this boat, we've got a sail, and let's go sailing, you know? Makes you feel like a boat guy. You know what is for those of you who do really like Zelda, though, you gotta understand, like, so especially 3D Zelda games. I didn't have an N64 when I was younger, but I did have a PlayStation. And you know what game I played on PlayStation? Brave Fencer Musashi, which is basically a totally different take on, like, what 3D Zelda could have been. And it's really good. And then there's also games like Alundra. Alundra is like Zelda, except the puzzles are way more fun. But oh man, did you guys play Brave Fencer Musashi? But yeah, Link's Awakening is a good one. I mean, so we'll see if this is a save point, by the way. It doesn't seem like it's going to be, or the door would already be open. Okay, yeah, it's a big room. Oh, the Steam Lord is back. Link's Awakening was actually the first game that I ever owned. I'm going to check the other door real quick. Once again, gamer intuition. Just didn't like the mechanic in Echoes of Wisdom. I played like less than that. I played like 5 hours of Echoes of Wisdom just a couple weeks ago. I decided to finally toss it in and try it out. And yeah, it just didn't grab me. And this is part of getting older, I think, where nowadays there's a lot of games where when I start a new game, and the same thing, like Donkey Kong Bonanza and Echoes of Wisdom, and Tears of the Kingdom. 3 games, like, right in a row I tried to play when I got the Switch 2, and all 3 of them, Spirit Tracks you're thinking of, when I got the Switch 2, I tried to play all 3 of those games, and every one of them, I was just like, man, what's the point of this? What's the point? And I just didn't get into it, you know? And so, yeah, like that, I feel like that's just me getting older. There's games like this, where it's like, part of the point is me just reliving something from when I was younger. Or like, I also just have, I don't know, I really like playing old games, because something I really enjoy doing is just putting myself into the mindset of when the game came out. And that's really how you have a good time with a game like this. Is you need to put it into your head. It is 2007 right now, and this game is brand new, you know? And I think that little bit of, like, mentality when playing this kind of thing adds a lot to it. A sucker for atmosphere and vibes, yeah. And that's what Prime has big time. And I've not played Dark Cloud ever. Were those kind of Zelda adjacent? Because I didn't even know.
Our scans have detected
Link Between Worlds I remember being really good. Really good.
Perhaps something there will help you gain access. Here are the coordinates.
Do I think people younger than me who never grew up with sprites would understand what it felt like to be in 2007? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Like, here's what I'll say. Atari was before my time. But I can play Atari, and I can at least try to put myself into the headspace that this is like nothing I've ever seen before. I am controlling the pixels on my TV. Wow. You know what I mean? I feel like I can kind of pretend to do that. But it's not as effective because I wasn't really there. Oh. Samus is too cool in this game. Oh! Oh yeah, as far as I suppose as far as new game players, yeah, like they still play lots of sprite-based games and enjoy pixel art. It's almost like I feel like if you're a kid now, you don't really see sprites as like retro. You just see it as a different art style, you know, because so many games still use it. Speaking of pixel art games, Wings of V is going to have a sequel. I think Solgren is officially making a sequel to Wings of V. Which, if you've never played Wings of V, it's one of my all-time favorite games. Solgren is the guy who made I Want to Be the Bashi. But Wings of V is like a real game. And it's really, really good. Kids don't even care about graphics. They're playing Roblox and Minecraft. That's a really good point. Dude, I tell you, like, you know, I cannot believe that anyone plays Roblox just solely because it is the ugliest fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. I literally cannot imagine a game being uglier than Roblox. It's crazy. And I get it, graphics aren't everything, but dude, it's actually offensive to the eyeballs. Why I don't know, dude. Actually, I can tell you exactly why, Taco. Because my cat is laying where my left hand should be. So my left hand is just floating around here. I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just scratching my soul patch contemplatively. Oh, whoops. Your friends' kids are obsessed with Roblox. My nephew is really into Roblox, but I feel like he might be starting to outgrow it, maybe? Being held in place by clamps within the floating structure. Oh yeah, I remember this. We need to, like, get him to drop. And here is where we start. Yeah, my nephew has been into it for a long time, but and like I don't want to. I try to be very engaged in like conversation with him about video games and stuff, but I think he's figured out that any time that he mentions Roblox, the light just leaves my eyes and I just space the fuck out. Now... Ah! Oh, I actually wrote my first ever Lua script. Oh. I was going a little too fast there. I wrote my first ever Lua script like 2 days ago. I wrote a script for Final Fantasy VII to display enemies' ATB bars because I'm gonna be doing an ATB video really soon, and I wanna have the visual to show like how weight tricking works and stuff. It's funny, dude. I spent like 2 days trying to use Cheat Engine's Lua scripting to draw the graphics of the bars, and I could not figure it out. I even resorted to trying to get AI to write the script, like maybe you know how to do it, and it did not work. And I could not fucking figure it out. And then I realized that BizHawk has a Lua engine as well. So I spent 10 minutes reading documentation on BizHawk Lua, and I wrote the script in less than an hour. And it's like 30 lines, and it works perfectly. And oh man. Hang on, we gotta see what's this way. All right. The first time I ever heard of Lua was when people were hacking their PSPs. And I remember a bunch of PSP homebrew was written in that. Those were the days, man. Remember Dark Alex? Dude, Danger Valentine, I've been talking about this guy a lot today, but look, we grew up together. Dude, he had his PSP pimped the fuck out. Whoop! I heard something activate over there. Okay, so this looks like the way back down. If I open this right now, I bet I'm gonna have to retraverse all that. It doesn't look like it will take that long though. Nah. They're gonna have me backtrack there later. We'll use it later. For now, get me in here. Look at all the robot buddies in this place. Okay. Oh, there's our boost ball. Oh, of course it's not that simple, though. No, fuck. All right, defense drone. Antennas appear to be fragile. Control unit inside armored helmet. All right, yeah. Shoot them bitches. Oh. All right. Okay, armor is open. Control unit is now exposed, vulnerable to attack. It kind of looks like we're going to need to blast into it with like a... Oh no, I guess that did do damage. Okay, well what if we do this? And then I try to be really precise with my shots. Oh. Oh, we gotta scoop up the health. This is kind of funny just shooting these wobbly little antennas, you know? Okay. Charging up more, Oh, actually, here. Let's use this to just... Oh, yeah, dude, that was perfect. Okay, and then... We yank on him again. Hyper mode me again, so that... and I start it right away so that we start getting the regen as quickly as possible. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. There we go. All right, cool. That had a nice flow. Woo! All right, all right. Hope the new Metroid has someone pop up and go, yeah, so that's a thing. Just pull it out. Ow! See ya, Danger. All right, I missed a bunch of chat during that deep fry. Nice to have you. And yeah, hello to the YouTube chat. Welcome on in, guys. Sorry, I'm working the mouse now. I wish there was some random guy following you going, where are we, every once in a while. Yeah, I am worried that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be very annoying. But you know, we'll see what happens. I'm still cautiously optimistic. Yo, Greg. Bum, 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 bum. Greg, thank you for the 2 years. Yeah, I got to get the rhythm down here. Oh boy, okay. All right, okay, so that just sent us back to this spot. So I haven't seen any of the actual footage yet that people are concerned about. And I'm going to be going into Prime 4 totally blind. So come December 4th, actually it's going to be a little bit after December 4th. So it's funny, I'm really looking forward to Prime 4, but now it turns out that it's coming out in the middle of my subathon. And I don't know if I'm going to want to play it in the middle of my subathon. So I might actually end up waiting until the following week. Oh no, it's fine. I know that people are concerned about there being a bike in an open world, and people are concerned that there's an annoying guy. And that's it. That's all I know. Okay, there wasn't anything to use the ball up there, was there? I don't think so. Alright. I mean, you can be negative. I get it, you know. I'm a cynical douchebag about a lot of things. I mean, did you hear me earlier talking about how I've never even tried the new God of War games? I get it. Is Dashathon Hundo on the menu? Yes. I don't hate Silk Song, I just didn't finish it. I'll finish it eventually. Definitely best to avoid trailers for anything anyone is genuinely interested in. Yes, exactly. Like, that's what I was saying earlier. Once I have made the decision to purchase a game, I do not pay attention to any more information about it. I don't want to know anything more about it, you know? If you haven't been playing it, you hate it. Okay, so there's been like a million things for me to do with boost ball power. Oh. This is like that part in Conquest Bad Fur Day where you have to spin the thing to turn on the prune juice. Still haven't beaten original Hollow Knight. First hour just didn't click. So here's the thing about Hollow Knight is it keeps on getting better. Like that game never stops getting better until you've done everything in the game. Oh, I didn't really pay attention to what that did. Nice. All right. And now man, now I don't really remember where everything is. Main docking bay. Okay, yeah, and then this was the area that we didn't need to go to before. That's where we need to go right now. So we're going to go this way first. Okay, yeah. Right, that's just this. Okay. So maybe I'm forgetting the other place to go. This is where I just was, surely. Okay, yeah. Just take me to the brain. Oh. There we go. You love the cones on the map? Oh, yeah, these things. Oh, is his suit gonna be gone now, you think? No, it's still there. Okay. All right, yeah, let's just go back. And yeah, I think this game, like, visually, this is holding up remarkably well. The resolution does a lot for it, you know? Like, Metroid Prime was already 480p, but this one is, like, widescreen 480p, which is looking pretty great. Okay. This is the RetroTink 5X. And let me take a peek at, like, the mode that we're on here. So we're looking at... Yeah. 525p, we're in 1080p fill mode. I've got some cropping going on, though. The Wii weirdly has, like, black bars on all four sides on a full resolution. And so I have done, like, a little bit of scaling and cropping here, you can see, to get it to match the edges a little bit better. Dude, I love the 5X. Only just got a 2X Pro, timid on pulling the trigger. 5X, here's the thing, real talk, I don't even recommend the 2X. I don't even recommend people get that one. But the 5X is a life changer. Cause yeah, like I've just got profiles for my different systems, you know? Like the Wii has some weird scaling and cropping stuff that I need to do. And so, well, here, I'll show you. So this is, this is not widescreen, so let's pop over to this. There we go. So this is how the Wii looks, just basic. So this is without any settings changed. And you see how big the black bars are? So, you know, specifically for Wii then, I've set up a profile where now we can just load Wii and boom, now it's zoomed in properly, you know? And then I've got the same shit for like NES, SNES has its own thing. The PSP especially. Remember the PSP's component cables and how they send a those send like a very small picture to the middle of the screen where there's huge black bars around the edge. And so the zoom in, especially on PSP, is super. So the PSP, it sends a 480p image, but the PSP itself screen is like 272p, I think. And you can't double 272 and have it fit in a 480p frame. It's slightly too big. So they just put the 272 into a 480p frame with giant black bars on all sides, right? So yeah, the cropping and zooming of the 5X is especially useful on that, you know? Yeah, I love the 5X. And this isn't even getting into the H-Sync profiles. It's not really a thing for widescreen games, but like the sharpness you can get on like an NES game is just so good without having to do like any fiddling. Because I'm also somebody who doesn't want to spend a million years configuring it, you know? It's got a lot of really good features out of the box, you know? Yeah, PSP games look really good on the TV. Okay, this is working. Oh man, it's kind of hard to keep this up, actually. There we go, cool. Whoa, it's later than I thought it was. I got sucked into the game, what can I say? Is Mrs. Dash still awake, I wonder? Alright, here we go.
The Aurora unit is corrupted and requires repair.
Chillin',
Open
nice.
Maintenance level hatch.
Oh, look at this. Into the maintenance hatch. This is sweet. Okay, okay. I feel like this is gonna be where we get the power to, like, repair stuff. I'm sure, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it from gore in general. Dude, I just actually remembered an aspect of this game that I really, really like, that I totally forgot about until now. So we have the visor selection, but you might notice that we don't have a, like, minus is for visors, but plus is for hyper mode. That's a really cool effect, by the way. And like how it looks on the HUD, the way that the E-tank that we're gonna use glows up, and then it's got that like circuit board look behind it. That's a really cool effect. Anyway, you might notice that there's not a beam selection. I just remembered that this game has all of your beams stack up, like old school Metroid. Totally forgot about that until now. Vaccine? Oh, right. We needed to fix them.
This turn of events is insignificant. I'll show you what I mean. Up there!
Yeah! There we go! Now the thing's all fucked up, and we gotta fix it. You can see the puzzle over there.
The network's been severed. You have no chance of destroying the seed unless you restore the Aurora unit.
Alright. So yeah. Nothing that we can do with this. Yet. So, unit is offline, or online, but not connected to the network. We gotta get it back on the chiral network, dude. You know what was something that bothered me in Death Stranding 2? And I think they did this in Death Stranding 1 also. Did you guys play Death Stranding? Here's like just a minor thing that really bugged me. Was the way that, so you went to all of the different places and you connected them to the network, right? But and like you had to, like, the people had to agree to be on the network. But they never said hook me up to the network. They always said use your Cupid to put me on the network. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember this? Yeah, go ahead and use your Cupid to get me hooked up to the network. Nobody talks like that. Why do they talk like that? Like, nobody, like, first of all, I don't know why every random person knows what the Cupid is. You know what I mean? Like, why do they even know what the Cupid is by name? And then why would they talk like that, you know? When somebody calls Comcast, you know, they don't say like, wire up the coax cable into a router to get me on your network. You know what I mean? Like, they just say like, install internet, please.
What a terrible dream we were having. Thank you for purging our phase on corruption and allowing us to awaken.
And yo, insight.
There is much to do. We have communed with AU-242 on Olympus, and learned that a Leviathan impacted Elysia and began spreading corruption. We must destroy this Leviathan and stem the tide of corruption as soon as possible.
See, I don't know if you can just say it's Kojima and then that explains why it's bad. Because Kojima games usually have excellent writing. And a lot of Death Stranding 2's writing is good, but not all of it. I did think Death Stranding 2, I tell you, for the most part, didn't really keep me very hooked story-wise, except for Neil. I liked the Neil Vana stuff quite a bit, but a lot of that game, I liked the gameplay a lot, but the story really was not keeping me on that one, you know. Maybe that is a thing in Japan, though. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe people do talk like that in Japan.
We have a plan, but Gore's attack severed key communication cables, disrupting our access to Skytown's primary network.
Dude, this is my job. Well, actually not. When, like, a fiber gets cut, I'm not out there resplicing the fiber. I'm in there with the router that's not working, going like, yeah, we know.
We must ask you to hunt him down. Gore may have changed, Samus. Be prepared to deal with that. Good luck.
I'm the one taking in all the tickets, being like, yeah, it's an ISP issue. Now we got to create a problem record to assign all these incident tickets to. I guess, though, if it happened in, like, the data center, if somebody took, like, a laser gun and, like, swiped the data center and all the cables got cut, then that would be my job to go in there and fix those. There was one place I worked back when I was contractual. There was one place where, like, the change process was very strict, where it was like, if you had to do a change in the data center, the part of the change where you had to, like, define, like, the risk, what's the risk level of the change, and what's, like, the worst thing that could happen, they expected you to write it as if, like, what if somebody trips and just claws all the fiber out of the core, you know? And it's like, yeah, that might happen. All right. We have saved the game. It's getting a little bit late, so what I want to do is I want to show you how good the PSP looks real quick before we call it here. So let's turn the old Wii off real quick. I'm gonna fire up the PSP real quick just to show you how nice the graphics look on the old RetroTink. This is odd, though. I don't see right away where I put my PSP's charge cord. I don't know why on earth it wouldn't just be right here. All right, all right. You know it's bad when you got to bust out the phone flashlight. But all right, let me find this thing real quick. Huh. That's lame as hell. I have no clue where that thing could be. I don't know why it wouldn't just be right there. Right where I put all of my power cables for all of my things. Every other one of my system's power cords is right there. Oh, what about in here? Nope. Dang. All right. Sorry. I wanted to just turn on the PSP real quick cuz, you know, it looks good, but shit. Well, now I got to find my PSP cable apparently. What was the last game I played on PSP? It was Castlevania that Rondo of Blood remake, Dracula X Chronicles. I played hey, I appreciate it, Bloody Nine. Yeah, I played Dracula X Chronicles pretty recently. That was the last PSP game I played. And that was here. So like it was in this studio space that I last used it. It's not like it got lost in the move or something. So, oh well. And maybe some other time. I'll try to find it and remind me some other time. How about that? Cause yeah, that's bizarre that that I can't seem to find it right away. Anyway, okay. Well, recently got owned a PSP Go. I had a PSP Go for a little while. Yeah. Cause I was all about the idea of going digital at one point in my life, and I got a PSP Go. The really cool thing about PSP Go was that it had component cables for the TV and it had Bluetooth, so you could sync a PS3 controller to it. And so playing a PSP with a PS3 controller, oh man, it felt good. I nowadays I actually sincerely tried to do a project where I wanted to just hardwire a DualShock 2 into my PSP, you know? Like I wanted to pull it apart, find all the contacts, and like solder a PlayStation 1 controller, maybe PS2 probably a PS1 controller to the PSP to control it with. However, I don't know how I would get the analog sticks to work, you know? So, I don't think I'll ever do that probably. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. It's been super fun. The last few streams have been crazy, man. Like we are really riding the high of having a YouTube channel blow up. I'm really excited about it. Very soon, I'll be releasing some videos that are more FF7 mechanical deep dives, just with the much better circumstance of just doing it because we want to, you know? Not because we have to explain, you know, some foul play. And then besides that, we are just jamming runs, jamming other games, doing the usual thing. I'm very, very glad to have you guys around. So, where am I sending you? I think I'm going to send you to Brother Slime. I've been watching this guy a ton lately. He also speedruns FF7. And but however, right now he is learning to speedrun Dragon Quest XI. I haven't played Dragon Quest XI yet, so I'm not allowed to watch. But I hope you. And by the way, the raid thing is a Twitch thing. So the Twitch viewers are gonna raid Brother Slime here. But yeah, those of you on YouTube as well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. I stream every other day, so I will be back on Sunday. All right. See you later. Bye.